give me the next 12 minutes to show you how this marker, and this marker can drastically change your mindset on time, money, and energy and change your life forever. Hey everyone, I'm Matt Chenard, leadership and business consultant, and I'm going to explain today how these three currencies, how your mindset around them is all wrong. Now, energy, money, and time is something that I pinpointed a couple years ago on being three currencies that you can invest with on a daily basis. And how you invest these three currencies directly impacts the output of these three currencies. So time is the one currency we actually are working so hard for. So let's think about it. I'm a entrepreneur coach, as I mentioned before, a consultant. We have to invest a lot of the time as you build out your business to start. Heavily investing your time for a little amount of money. So let's go little amount of money, high energy when you first start building out your business. Now the goal is that you don't have to continue to do that. A lot of people get stuck, and this doesn't just apply to entrepreneurs, right? They get stuck in the grind, continuing to invest time, and this money will start to increase. The energy will stay the same or increase if you don't properly scale. And the time won't really move, right? Because you get a taste of the money, you continue to invest more time to increase that money. But all along, what you actually want is more time with those you love. Think about it. We want to have more time at the end of our life for retirement. That's what retirement's about. That's what people are pursuing, right? They store up all their money, they store up all their time to hopefully be able to enjoy retirement in the future. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with retiring, but I think we're made to add purpose, or we're made for a purpose and to add value in all the days of our life, not just to grind it out by giving up all our time with our days now to hopefully have more time and money in the future. And the irony of all this is that you're spending all your time now to have more time with those you love in the future when you don't necessarily know if you're going to have that, especially if you don't invest in your energy today, if you don't invest in your physical body today, if you continually sacrifice with all your time to increase your money today, and that inhibits you from working on your fitness, your mental well-being, then your energy is going to decrease. Energy decreasing, your body's going to break down sooner than it needs to. So even if you've built up all this time and money for the future, if you make it there, this energy is going to be really low because your habits compound. What you do chronically will be who you become in the future. You don't work out, you're going to develop aches and pains, chronic diseases of many kinds. So you need to continue to steward your time and energy now. So what do you do with this? This is what I kind of pinpointed. And I know not everyone's in the place where they can do this. There's seasons where you need to really invest in your business. You need to really invest in your work, and you're going to have to sacrifice some things. Sometimes you have to get out of balance to be in balance. And I look at life in 5 different categories: mental, physical, spiritual, relational, professional. Sometimes you're going to have to take away from your physical to reinvest in your professional. Sometimes you have to take a little bit away from your family to invest in your professional. There's seasons for that as you're building. The analogy I used before is for business owners, as an example, high time, low money. Ideally, once you put a team in place, you develop a plan, have systems, money goes up for your time. Okay, and you're taking care of your body, your energy continues to go up too. So now, this is what I think we should do. Instead of getting so fixated on the outcome that you want, on the end result of that retirement, and that's what you're solely focused on. Focus on stewarding these three things to the best of your abilities every single day. I believe we've all been gifted with different talents. We've all been given different amounts of money to steward, and we all have different stories to steward. So as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, this is going to make more sense. It does make sense if you're an employee as well. But let me explain it this way. I have to invest a lot of time up front just in any industry. But I get to choose where I invest my time. Am I going to choose to invest my time in something that I see has a promise of an instant payout right away? Or that it could be at the sacrifice of how I've been designed to add value into the marketplace? Or am I going to add time, or I'm going to use my time and utilize my gifts, steward my passions, steward my stories, because there's purpose in your pain, remember. There's things that you can help with other people, and that'll be a whole other video I'll upload another time, so make sure you subscribe. Am I going to pursue that thing that more naturally aligns with who I am? Or is this ikigai? Ikigai is a thing that you can do, exercise you can do. Find out what you're good at, or find out what your gifts are, what you love doing, what the world needs, and what you're passionate about, and what you get paid for. What you love doing, what you be paid for, what the world needs, and what you're gifted at. The center of that is your sweet spot. Pursue that, especially if you're younger, pursue that as full-heartedly as you can. Because what I believe is when you're pursuing something you love to do, you'll gain energy from doing that. You're no longer sacrificing it. But if you pursue something to gain money, you're going to have to invest a lot of time still, and your energy is going to go down. You're going to get sick because it doesn't align with how you've been designed to give value in the marketplace. All right, so then let's do this again. Let's say I initially start out, I do something I'm passionate about, I'm investing a lot of time in it, nurturing my gifts, adding value, figuring out how I can solve big problems for people. That gives me energy. Yes, it could take some energy, but I'm going to be way more productive and love doing that way more than doing something just for the promotion, just for the money. So for a time, you're going to be investing a lot of this. Then what will happen as you nurture your gifts, as maybe you take some courses or do some things around your gifts and get better at it, this is going to increase. This is going to increase, and it's going to match. So now you have your time, money, and energy all in the same spot. Then, as you get more efficient, this can decrease. And I'm going to move the baseline down here so you can see this. So as you get more efficient, the time is going to decrease, your money is going to increase. Your energy is going to stay consistent. It's going to stay the same, right? I mean, old age will set in, your energies get a little bit lower, but in the day-to-day, the micro sense, you're going to gain energy from what you're doing. So then what you're going to see is that you don't have to invest a lot of time. You'll want to because you love doing it, but you won't have to. Let's say you don't want to invest a lot of time. Your money's going to increase still because the bigger problems you solve in the marketplace, the more valuable you are. And you've been nurturing your gifts over a long period of time, your lifetime, that this is just going to increase in value. Your time is going to be way more valuable, increasingly. And your energy is going to stay consistent where it was before. Whereas in the other comparison, you're investing a lot of time for money, and you continue to increase your time for money, or your time stays the same, it doesn't go down, but your energy is going down. What does your life look like when you retire? You'll be burnt out, you'll be stressed, you're not going to be super happy. Whereas if you do something you love, you nurture something you're good at, your money increases, your energy stays the same. But you don't really care about this, the money part. It's just a natural byproduct of how you add value into the world. And that excites you. So you never actually want to retire because it's just a part of who you are. You're naturally adding value and giving from a place of authenticity. And that is how I believe we've been designed. And I think we've been pursuing the outcome before actually who we are in the process. So especially if you're a younger person, really think about this. Am I just pursuing something because I feel like I have to, because of the prestige around it, because of the academic prowess, or because someone's telling you should do it? Or are you pursuing something that actually aligns with what you're passionate about, what gifts you've been given, and how problems you can solve? because that's not something you're going to ever want to retire from. That's something you're going to want to continue to add value into the world with. And when you continue to add value, you're going to get better and better at it. And money will be a natural byproduct, but it's no longer the definition of who you are. I think we're called to steward everything we've been given to the best of our abilities and let the byproduct be the byproduct. Never make success, never make money the idol of your life. It's not wrong to have money. Money in itself is not evil. The worship of money is. I think people, whether they have plenty or they have little, they can both start to worship money. I'm not saying I'm perfect at this, but I'm trying to live my life as if this is true. How am I investing my time? How am I nurturing my gifts? And let that be the pursuit in a day-to-day basis. And let this be the byproduct. And then let my days be energetic. And let me come home to my family and be energized because I love what I do. And I'm no longer stealing from this to gain this. And by the end of when I reach retirement age, quote unquote retirement age, the arbitrary number that people said when we retire and should stop adding value into the world, I won't want to retire because I've been doing it for so long and it's how I've been designed to add value into the marketplace. If you found this beneficial, let me know your biggest takeaway. If this was helpful, please let me know. I want to know. I'll continue to make more content around it if you found it beneficial. There'll be more videos at the end that you might benefit from. And subscribe again if you found benefit. Until next time, earn your dopamine.